Welcome back to the Crust. You know, sometimes you hit the load screen and you expect the game to load just a little faster than it does. Short stream today. I only have about 45 minutes. I might come back later if we haven't completed it. I think, though, we can probably get most of this done. Let me drop off this stuff so we can start processing that. Let's just mine a good chunk of this. We've pretty much mined the whole thing. Might as well finish it off. 10 drones doing mining goes a real long way. $137, but I also set up a contract for the same item. Let's go ahead and ship 100. Ooh, actually, we are probably going to need a little bit more than 30 minutes. That's a lot of composites. It's more or less just trying to make sure that we keep everything on track. Oh, I definitely can't sell composites, but I'll think about it. Need to buy some titanium. Ooh, there's a lot of titanium available. Let's see if we can find some halfway decent contracts. Yeah, I really want to sell those, but I gotta keep them. There we go. Get the rest of that out of there. So now it's just a matter of making some money so we can keep going. 89 control units. It's a lot of control units. When the price is right. Wonder if there's any $1 million contracts lying around. Gotta keep my eye on this guy, make sure we don't miss any high-end contracts. Maybe complete a contract or two to re-roll those contract slots. I don't even know if it works that way. 100 by 100. We are 300 terminals short and 1,000 composite short. Ah, we finally filled up on these things that we hadn't been picking up. All right, let's take a moment here to build this out. And we're gonna connect this way. That'll at least get the iron out. And we'll upgrade all of that to the latest and greatest belt. And now we got to figure out how we're going to get this one out. I think it's pretty much the same, but in reverse. Uh-oh. We're out of cash. You only need 150 grand. Looks like that moon contract is already on its way to being completed. There's another $1 million contract. Let's start that process, but then let's also kind of work some other options here so we don't lock ourselves out of our ports. $159 composites. Tempted to go ahead and ship those. Less than 300 terminals left. We're short on components. I'm gonna put in a round of beds. And then I'm gonna put in some food options. And then I want to put in some food storage. I want to specify this to be food. All right. That's a nice little secondary place just in case our primary living quarters gets filled up. Place where people can catch a quick nap, get some food, and hopefully get right back to work. Can we upgrade our components factories? There is one option to upgrade. I think I'm done mining. All right, let's... We got 173. Let's ship to some of these. Just to make sure we're always making progress. And then let's sell a chunk of these control units. We've got 180 of them. Prices aren't looking great, but it's okay. $2 million is $2 million, as I always like to say. Maybe I need to empty out my component storage. That way this guy can crank out the rest of the modular terminals that we need.
Research complete.
We will at least temporarily stop selling modular terminals, though we suddenly have 100 of them on stock. What is the market looking like for composites? Two more composites to go. Let's check in on our recycling area here. Looks like we're having a little slowdown on the, looks like the aluminum side. Maybe we should do a little belt upgrade. $150 composites. We already have one that's almost done at 175, 172, or 173 at 175. So that should quickly launch this. And it is beautiful. Love to see it. Too many moon contracts, I tell you what. Our new little adjunct. Got water issues. Looks like we are having ice issues. Gotta see if I can squeeze in 2 extractors on here. Oh. Huh. Looks like I can. have to manually move the slag out of this one. Which, I'm going to probably say it's fine. I'm going to put it in the category whatever and move on. They'll figure it out. 268. Let's see if we have enough to finish off the modular terminal side of this. We do. Less than 500 composites to go. But first, we got to make sure everybody stays alive. Pretty straightforward. We need some money to build those belts. So I'm looking for small contracts. They give us a halfway decent amount of cash. If we could raise $1 million, we might be very close to done here. Let me get this belt going. Make sure we get this ice out. Go here, go here. Maybe go here to here. And sadly, there's not enough room, at least not the way I built it, and I'm not gonna try to experiment to find the absolute best way to build this. So we're just gonna put in a nice big storage area here. Connect you. Now we're making enough water for the people. We'll move a miner out to get some rare earth. Looks like it's going to be almost only rare earth. Ooh, another one of these right in a row. Trying to get a little money together so we can finish off the construction materials necessary for these $1 million contracts times 2 that we have access to. We're going to send out one more large. Then we're going to hit the market. I think we should probably blow 1 million on composites and then use the rest of it to get smart concrete. And then a chunk of it for titanium. Maybe a few pre-rolled titanium plates. a huge shipment. Primarily so we have enough construction materials to complete at least one of our multi-million-dollar contracts here. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Let's do this one as well. We just don't have anything for green science to work on right now. I really wish there were an easier way to load these. That's a lot. Yeah, a bigger cargo thing, but also a way to just fill them a little more efficiently. Sliders are actually a very bad interface mechanism. I know people like them, but they're actually terrible. So when I go in here and I say contract and then I hit this and then I say send resources, there should be a button to fill, right? I should be able to just fill it all the way. But since it's capping on this, it should cap this at 9,000. I mean, why is it giving me the option to go to 16,000? That doesn't make any sense. So it should say this slider, if you're going to use sliders, should cap at 9,000. But really, if you're going to give me the slider, there should also be a button that basically just says, well, there's a whole bunch of things you could do. One that just fills whatever cargo pod you have selected. Two, like plus 1,000, minus 1,000, plus 100, minus 100. These types of buttons would also be welcome. But sliders alone are an absolute nightmare. Cuddlebuff, we're probably gonna have a short stream today. like 20 more minutes. Let's see if we can buy our way out of this. Well, 75. Oh wait, we've got 200 already. Are we done and not even knowing it? We have 252 out of 362. Yeah, we're basically done. Let's request the fulfill on that. Wasting science points. Let's pile through on the orange so we can leave ourselves some space to do something else. Yeah, I mean, this phase, I gotta tell you, is a lot more difficult. Or maybe you can answer it. I could have sworn that composites weren't a huge part of the laser gun.
Research complete.
But this time, they want 3,000 composites. Am I off on that? Or was it always like that? Looks like it. I'm close. I need 20, somewhere around 20 composites. Ooh, there's 22 composites in the market, but we don't have the money. I was going to save the world, but I couldn't afford it. Let's see here. We'll save it. Sell a few of these. This guy also has the big contracts. I'm wondering if it's because I sided with him earlier in the game, but he's been consistently offering $1 million contracts. So that's been a huge help. Yeah, there's two beryllium plates. I didn't go for the alternate beryllium plate this time. I wanted to try the original. Normally, I always go for the alternate. It was pretty easy this time. For the composites, though, that's not what I'm thinking about. Beryllium plate over here. Yeah, because normally I have too much rare earth element. So I figured I'd try this. And at the time I had too much aluminum. So I was like, this makes a lot more sense than the other option. The other option is just so much easier because it's just one step. Feed it a bunch of oxides and you get beryllium plate out of it. Okay, let's see. We need a little bit of everything. But mostly money. We need less than 10 composites. They're just so expensive. We're locked because we don't have titanium plate. Oh, we're in trouble, actually. Surely I can tell this to use a different landing site, maybe? Nope. What a sad way to make a mistake this late in the game. All of these contracts are all targeted towards... Okay, wait. I don't have to accept that. I just cancel one of these. That'll at least leave me room to make one transaction. And we'll just make sure to use the landing pad. Back to basics here. One transaction at a time. Titanium is cheap, but not cheap enough. There we go. Well, actually, I'm here to get composites. Maybe I should just get the composites. Sometimes you get so wrapped up in the method that you forget that the goal is just to get the composites. I mean, I could get the titanium to make the plate to complete these contracts, to get the money to get the composites, or I could just buy the composites. The delay on cargo pods is it's rougher than it seems. The ability to just buy something and stay in that mindset and put it down where you want it and be done is a lot better than waiting and then trying to remember, why did I buy this? It's like ordering from Amazon. Why did I buy this? Okay.
Research complete.
We got this giant room. I should probably at least put some ventilation on it. That was my backup plan just in case we needed a bunch of space, but doesn't look like we're gonna need it. This contract is kind of ridiculous because at 25, yeah, 10,000 times 10 is 100,000 times 2 is 200,000. For $1 million contract, I'd happily buy all the smart concrete for 200 to 300 grand to make $1 million. My classic surface side rolling mill still working. Very happy with that. The ability to make multiple control centers and cargo docks. That's been huge. This should be our final shipment. At least for this phase. Appreciate that. I mean, it's just initially being able to buy titanium and roll it and immediately sell it is just too strong to pass up. It's a little less convenient when you need to put rolled plate into the rest of your...
Director, everything is ready for launch. Send our best specialists to operate the laser system. Together, we can stop the catastrophe.
So it's a little harder to reintegrate this into the rest of the production, but it's not that bad. Just use a lift and a bunch of belts. I guess I should set up the world saving option here. Now, see this time... Wait, what? Pick up control units? 3 engineers, 1 scientist? Alright. I mean, I should be able to handle that relatively easily. They're gonna make me pick these individually? Uh-oh. What if they're not qualified? What a nightmare to get this far and find out that they're not qualified. One high-end scientist. Yeah, so multi-regolith array on the surface. You know, with the cargo docks and having multiple cargo docks, that probably makes a lot of sense. As long as you can find a straight line, you know, that's probably a good idea as well. Anything that doesn't require people to operate or to get bonus operations from is something to consider. Oh yeah, there's probably a straight line in here where you could put a multi-regolith. Pretty big one too. Even if you give yourself belt room of every other one. It's a good idea. Then you could connect the slag more easily to the exporters, if that's your thing. The patch notes say that there's more contracts for slag. Obviously, using slag for construction materials is the best, but I also put together some old school pressers to use this stuff that we're getting from the surface. These guys can't keep up, and they have no upgrades. So that's another potential surface side. I got a kind of a weird collection of issues here. What are we waiting on here? I don't like that this isn't proceeding. Oh, wait. This botanist hasn't made it there yet, it would seem. What do you need? Another meal before you go and save the world? Yeah, you get way too much. I mean, I'm not complaining, but you get way too much you could ever really process unless you really focused on it. Then you really have... Well, I guess there's always been times where I want more. I am trying to figure out why we're not getting this mission completed. This is gonna be weird. Yeah, and it claims that she's on expedition. Of course, it also doesn't claim anybody else is. What is going on here? I am not trusting this. Uh-oh. Hold on. Technically, one of these isn't correct. And I don't think I can change the expedition. You know what? I don't trust this game. I'm gonna do a reload. Let me see if I can go back to before I set that up. I might have told it to use a wrong combination of scientists and engineers. It looked like it was 2 and 2, but I could have sworn it was 1 and 3. Why would it let me make a mistake like that if it's not going to give me an opportunity to change it? Yeah, I guess she was mad. Maybe that's it. Maybe she's just on a lunch break and I've overreacted here. Sheesh, takes a while to load. That might not have been far enough back. Yeah, that was a weird bug because as soon as I reloaded, she found her way. And the crew's going out there. I don't know what that was. I'm putting it in the bug category. No big deal. Our little tiny no frills living quarters. Yeah, see, they're doing exactly what I didn't want them to do. They're bringing their food from here over here to eat, and then they're coming back over here to sleep. That's annoying. So yeah, I think that they've increased the difficulty of the requirements for that last phase. If I looked at my old documents, it says yeah, it says the last phase is based off of beryllium plate. 150 control units, 3,000 beryllium plate, 3,400 terminals. 350 microprocessors. 3,000 composites is a little bit more difficult than that. 3,000 beryllium plate. And I don't see the ability to specify or to see what the old ones are, but I'm pretty sure that's a change. Not hard enough to stop me, though. We found a way.
Attention all departments. The launch of the laser beam was successful.
Woo-hoo.
The jet thrust on the asteroid's surface changed its course, and now Earth is no longer threatened. Congratulations, colleagues. We have done a tremendous job and saved humanity. You can return to your regular tasks. End of message.
Could you imagine going back to regular tasks after that? Yeah, then everybody gives you the...
director saved us all without a doubt, but you all did great too, colleagues.
Oh, I guess I don't need to...
Everyone did an excellent job.
I'm right back into trying to complete contracts. Probably don't need to do that. So it looks like they're saying that there's going to be more to the game after. Like there's going to be a investigation of the what's going on the dark side of the moon. Some of those early explosions. But mission accomplished. Yep, you got it. And we've got a decent amount of money in the bank. Our base isn't perfect by any means, but it was good enough to get the job done. Which is perfect in my book. I need to come up with the perfect design for this. Perfect design for this would be something that you don't have to think about to build it. Like right there, I just made a huge mistake that's gonna cost us. This was supposed to connect to here. And this was supposed to connect to here. And now that's gonna be all backed up and weird. There we go. Or almost. There it is. And then we can go ahead and upgrade this. There we go. All right. Copy paste blueprints? What do you mean? Oh, like you can build a section of this and then copy all the belts and conveyor belts and under conveyor belts and then just sort of plop, 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 plop it down the line. Yeah, that would be nice. What is that? Dyson Sphere? That feels like a Dyson Sphere program solution. But I think for now, we're going to call that victory. I'm looking forward to the next. I'm looking at this dev stuff. And they're going to. So that was chapter 1 of the story. Chapter 2 is going to have you investigate what's going on the other side of the moon. Then we're going to have Helium 3. There's going to be a new method or new gameplay for that. Some zones and outposts where you can import things from other areas. New modules, including thermal reactors, blockchain centers, which is funny. Biogenerators, science modules where you can like basically sell power. And then I'm not sure what's going on with this rocket launch table, but it looks like there's going to be some potential cargo to different planets. I see. So cargo to Mars and Jupiter's satellites. So looking forward with that. Oh, and then there's going to be a chapter 3. So there's a lot still to go in this game. And they want to do trains. But we'll see how all that goes in future live streams. Yeah, the future does look good. Cuddlebuff, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.